You ready, boys?
I guess so.
It's Brody's day to shine.
I guess.
He's in the 9R today. We're gonna go out. It's day 2 of setup. Day 2 of planting. Yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday's video, it did not end well with the other planter as far as, well, we're thinking it's software. This morning, talked to Kibble. I guess there's 3 updates since, what, 4 days ago when they were out here working on it, end of last week. So they're gonna go out there, update it. Hopefully that fixes the downforce issue, and then we can plant with 2.
Yeah.
Twice as fun.
Brody's nervous, but he's excited.
Yeah, let's go.
Easy peasy.
All right, those 2 are gonna go out there. Dad's gonna start with running the tractor first and do the headlands, get it set up, make sure he's familiar with that. Brody has very limited experience planting corn on this farm. The saying, he's planted a lot of soybeans, but the saying with soybeans is, it's just beans. You know, you miss a gap or something, you just lay the planter down, let swath do, go any direction you need to fill in the little gap. It's not that big of a deal. Corn, a little different story. You get one chance to do it. You got to follow the rows when you harvest it. So he's a little nervous about that, but he's got experience. He knows what he's doing, and it's not all that more difficult. It's just that you get one chance rather than filling in with soybeans. So he said, I don't want to drive by this farm every day all summer long. I want the headlands done by Dad. So here we go, out to the field. Would you take a look at this? I know it's from our tractor. It's not from this spring, but look at that. Ha! 9RX bogey wheel. Just hanging out in the road ditch. Just the rubber though. Hopefully that problem doesn't continue to happen. Come on, little son. You can do it. Break through those clouds. Be a heck of a drying day. It's windy, very windy out. We just need some sun. They're doing a TCM calibration, and then we can get this show on the road, hopefully. Tried to do that in the yard, you know, and what did that end up being? Kibble came out to work on an update on a tractor, which fixed the auto steer issue, and then we missed a check box in there to make the 2 globes talk to each other, and that fixed that problem. But I never got to get it back out into the field because it was never fit. And then we went right into planting. So here we are, calibrating. Oh my gosh, Duggo! Oh, he's gonna ram me! Look at the size of that one! Oh gosh! Pluggage! It's plugging! Oh! Can we plug her up? That was as close as you ever want to be. That was close to pluggage. The NT wheel. I tell him it's gonna be wet, and what's he do? Doesn't even unlock auto steer. Just full sends right through the mud. Whatever, I don't care. You've released him.
He's out there.
What'd you all find in there?
I don't know.
Did it all come flooding back to you, all the memories?
Took around. Yeah, there's a lot of buttons again, but I just ain't sold on the way that you back into the corner with that display and the shutting off
Precision
the
stuff.
swath. Right where you need swath control, you gotta shut it off.
Yeah.
That makes not too much sense.
What was the soil temp?
She was in the red zone, 37. So we're ahead of things. Oh yeah.
It'll warm up. It'll warm up.
It has to. It did. It always does.
Yep. Soil temp, I don't know if we worry about too much. It's more so planting date and what the 10-day forecast says, which it should be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 years ago, or 2020 spring, I believe, we planted in 32 degree, and it was the best corn we had.
That's just the way it is up here. You gotta kind of put it in a little early so that when it does warm up, you need every, what is it?
Growing degree day you can have.
Every heat unit you have to make use of. So
we're gonna sit here and we're gonna watch him turn around, make him nervous, so he comes in.
oh,
crooked.
don't do it. You're gonna do it.
Is it weird? Like, I planted just a little bit of corn. Brody did maybe half a field last year, a field. Does it feel weird? He's planted ever since what year?
Oh, I don't know. What year would that be? 90, 91?
So this is a weird feeling for him.
Every acre of corn we've ever planted, I've always planted it. Now Brody's
stealing him.
Yeah. Let's go get my egg tractor going.
Yeah.
Give the pressure to the mechanic. Just stand and watch him.
Here we go, Brody. Nice entry of the headland.
Perfect.
I'd hate to almost say he's better than you.
Well, he got lucky.
Hello. You just gotta love the first day of planting, or it's my first day in the tractor, and it all has to come back to you. I've been over here kind of minding my own business. I told Chet to leave me alone because I had to do headlands and I wanted to be by myself with no one watching. So that was kind of nice, trying to get used to the old girl. Anyways, I think it's going great. Beautiful conditions out here. Used to be black beans last year, so the soil is just nice and soft and firm. It's like a garden out here. Yeah, I just got to get used to this new rig here and the articulation. I'm used to the T-tractor, and you can just, spin it around. It's a lot easier to maneuver. And then you got this big hog, and she's definitely a hog. We got to shift her up a couple gears here. There we go. Sure is dusty out too. Got the flags flying, going about 10 miles an hour and smooth sailing. Chet had to go back to the farm. We just got done putting more liquid on, and he has to go back to the farm because I realized I started seeing my closing wheels, or a couple of them, hanging up. They're sticking, and it's the cast ones, but we bought them used from somewhere. And yeah, well, when you buy used, sometimes it just doesn't pan out the way you want it to. So Chet's going back to the farm to get me some, I believe, rubber ones, or just stock ones, because I think that's all we have. Adios, I'll see you in a little bit.
I've never seen that done before.
He's coming, and he should get a good amount of weight. So
Is it allowed to throw these in here?
Why not?
Never see.
You don't think it is?
I have no clue. It seems awfully odd.
I wouldn't go dump the rock picker in there, but I didn't intend to do. I didn't know you had this many neither. Maybe we'll get in trouble.
Busy.
Well, if the guys that own the place that owns the dumpster don't like this, contact me.
As we're throwing boulders in the dumpster. He'll reject it. You'll be back in there digging those out. You better get some more stuff to throw on top of it.
No, I'm serious. I don't know I don't think anything's allowed other than batteries and stuff like that. Why does that smell so terrible?
This ain't good. We blew it up a hose. Ow! There's a digger shovel there. Oh. We're gonna have to cut some zip ties. I gotta get a pail. Oh, you busted her.
Yeah, come here.
Oh gosh.
So I was just cruising around the field there on the Grove site.
He got one.
I had to really do some digging.
Oh, look at the size of that one.
Yeah, I found another one. I didn't want to nudge it. It's a backhoe one.
A big one.
Yeah, I could have wrecked it all.
Oh my.
600 horse would have.
Push, tweaked her, bend her in a circle. Yeah, he told me to not let anyone drive and like try to push rocks out with it. It's only a picker, not like a skid loader type
You got
operation.
your oil cover all on?
He's already got it on his
Better look out.
rear side. Now on his other rear side.
Get the cover off.
Okay, I need some wrenches. Looks like we ruptured a hose in a spot that I wouldn't think would, don't look like it would rub there, but.
Right there. It's got a nice big nipple on it. Look at me now, I'm all lubed up again.
How much close? What is it, 40 below out here?
You go set on a planter.
Look at his head too.
Oh,
you get his head down.
Just get out of the Sunday church?
Brand new brunts too.
All right, we got it out. I've got 2 fittings. I better order a bunch of these because it looks like there's a lot of this size on this digger. And if this is the first one, there'll be many more to follow probably. Okay. Not bad.
You got it.
One more end and we'll be ready for Dougo to put it back together.
You ain't gonna fall off? Oops.
I hope not. All right, we just got done wrapping that up. The new hose ran in the frame there. What I think happened is it is a older field cultivator, 10 plus years old. And I think the sun has dried out the rubber, and then inside that frame holds dirt. And I think it got in, rusted the cords, blew her up. We lost about 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons maybe. So we'll get that topped off. But having a hose maker at the farm is gotta be the nicest thing ever. Because this breakdown, which was maybe 15-20 minutes of fixing here, would have been, well, an hour just in driving to go to town,
Yeah, well,
plus the building of it.
I could have gotten them wheel bearings for my rock picker. Now I didn't get to go to town.
His rock picker. So yeah, like you can see these cracks. Those are all just little cracks. And then I think water and dirt got down in there, and it stays wetter, damper in the dirt, set out in the sun. Caused a blowout. But he'll be back up and running shortly. And it's sounding like the corn planter, they're working on it, software and stuff on Dad's planter. It might be ready shortly. Well, I went and dropped Dad off at his corn planter. Him and Justin were gonna work on that a bit. I'm gonna get seed loaded up. I gotta go meet Brody at his next field and then offload my fertilizer. And that field's actually pretty close to the liquid plant, so then I'm gonna get more fertilizer. And sounds like they found a couple more fields to go on. So hopefully we get both planters going today, and it's a better day than yesterday. The wind, of course, is blowing right, towards where I'm trying to work. How was the first field, Brody?
It was square.
It was square. Well, I hate to break it to you, this one is not.
I know, I've been here before.
Well, the property is square, but there's a big ditch and some slough issues, so. Headline time for Brody.
Yeah, go away now.
Go away. All right, I thinking I didn't have enough fertilizer for you, so let's add it up and see. I may have to come back and give you a couple 100 gallons. Jeez, guys, I've been busy. Look at all this work. Got 5 more boxes loaded up. Had to refill Dad, had to refill Brody. Then I shorted Brody, so I had to go back there and give him just a little, an embarrassing amount to get done. But I was just trying to get it too close. Should have just said, screw it, take 10 acres to the next field, but here's what it is. Now, he is switching fields now. I'm gonna have to meet him down there. Eric's in a digger actually, which is abnormal for him. But they found some more fields, which surprising. Today with the sunshine and this wind, it's changed the field. I drove through a field yesterday. Like, there's no way this is going anytime soon. And they're digging it right now. And it's actually 98% fit. So crazy what wind and sun does. One more to do. The breakdown. I like playing with them when they're broke down. They're like playing with Legos. Adult-sized Legos. Alright, this project's done. I'm just waiting for this thing to run out of gas. It's been on like E forever. Only this thing ain't so bad when you run out of gas because it's LP, so it's not like a priming process. It's, yeah, see, look at, she's just buried in the E there. Not good. Not good. Gonna need another one. I go through like one of those in the winter time, and I go through at least one a week during this time of the year. It's just so much. The yard's soft, so you're really gassing it a lot of times, so it's using more fuel, and then just gets a lot of hours put on it. I really like this one rather than our big one. It's way, way, way more convenient. Okay, what's next for Chet? I always gotta be like forward thinking to know where everyone's at and who's gonna need more seed, and then I get a random phone call of randomness that I try to fit in between. Don't judge me by the size of my gas cans. It's all I could find, and they're empty again. Thing goes through more gas than my pickup, them little motors. And this is all I got, so I gotta make sure they're full, because in a big day of running, I'll easily go through that much. I want to show you this. So we've been field scouting with this thing. Remember when Brody cleaned this all up? I thought this thing was supposed to be like pretty much dust proof. Look at that. It's horrible. Horrible. I wonder if there's a different brand. The Honda with the aftermarket cab, that was absolutely terrible. This, you at least can breathe in there. But still not happy with the cab as far as dust proof. Wonder what year this was purchased. It was $3.19. Look at that cute little guy. The only thing I can say about these cans is at least they have a vent on them. Well, I just got texted from Brody. Cleaned up a few jugs off my trailer. I would like to relocate them, but he's farther ahead than I expected him to be. Sure has become a beautiful evening. Look at that sunset. It's gorgeous. All right, this will be Brody's most likely last fill of the night. Last field too. I got it set to turn off automatically when it hits its desired weight. So I like to do that. About 200 pounds is in the auger or conveyor when you shut this gate off. Perfect, turned off. Okay, now we just got to get fertilizer in there. Looking for about 450 gallons to do this field. That is a beautiful sound here. The vac fans, the CCS tank, lighting her up. It's not even dark, Brody. You lost the light game. This did not work up very good here. Granted, this is a compaction zone, but not the best. Looks better up there. This is where we load a lot of trucks here in this area, so probably a little bit hard.
Good evening. Finally got the headlands on this field, and of course it had to be like almost dark when I got here, so that was interesting trying to get around the field when it was dark out, and it's so dusty out here. Couldn't see much at all. And we may have got a little bit carried away on some of the stuff, but it is what it is. And then we had a planter malfunction. It double planted in a spot, and swath control was all messed up, of course. So that'll be fun for the combines. Other than that, I have about, I don't know, 45 acres left, and I'll be done here and head her home. Call it a night, probably.
Well, I got back to the farm. Ordered some fittings from Farm Chem for that sprayer, which it can spray. It's just a convenience thing. So we'll get that fixed up at some point. It's normally next day delivery, so hopefully it is almost the next day. It's 10:30 at night, so I'm skeptical that it's actually going to be here tomorrow, since tomorrow is not far away. But Dad's back at the shop. Sounds like after Kibble worked on this, put new software in the planter. He planted like 15 acres. It did the same exact thing. He did a power cycle, and it started working again, and he planted the rest of the day. So we'll see. We'll see if Mr. Planter acts up more this season, but they did say that if it does act up, that they want to come out, plug the computer in, and actually look at what's going on while they're doing it, or while it's planting. So we'll see. Hopefully it don't happen, and it's just one of them deals that no one will ever know why. It just did it, and we can continue on our season, because those boys really kept me busy today and kept the diggers under pressure, which they hate, but progress is progress. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow, I suppose.